All right, so we're going to talk about the circumstances of life and stuff that comes your way and the choices that you have when it does. All right, I am live here on Instagram, over on Facebook and YouTube, to Credo Collective. Hello, you guys. Wendy Lee Stevenson here. And I've heard this several times, and it just really hit me yesterday because I have people say to me that, like, life must be easy for you, right? Like you're always happy. Like you must not have the struggles that everyone else has. And it's so interesting to me because here's the deal. Like life isn't easy, one, for anyone. But I want to share that I have a ton of struggles. Like I actually had something I went through 3 weeks ago that was pretty darn devastating. And, a year and a half ago, I went through literally my worst nightmare. If you could say what's the worst thing that could ever happen in your family besides losing a child, it happened. But here's the deal. You have two choices, right? Life is never going to be easy. Life happens. We are never guaranteed ease, right? Even the word of God says that there will be many trials, right? That there will be trials and tribulations, but the word of God also says to have joy in the trials. And so I heard this put the other day in a very simple way that I wanted to share with you guys, but we have a choice, right? What happens to us, circumstances that come, we can't control. Right. I first read about this in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, right? Where it says like what's in your circle of control and what's out, right? You can't control what's outside of that circle. So don't worry about those things. But what can you control? If life happens, stuff comes your way, what can you control? You can control your response, right? You can control your response. So the truth is that a couple weeks ago, I was a victim. Okay. I was a victim of something. And I had a choice to live in victimhood or to live in victory, right? I had a choice to feel sorry for myself or to move forward, right? And you have a choice. You have a choice in every single day. When life throws stuff at you, when life throws things your way, you have a choice whether to take lessons learned, right? Have gratitude, right? Gail over here on Facebook says, choose joy. You get to choose. Am I going to have gratitude for the good things and the blessings in my life? Or am I going to dwell on the bad things that happen? So many people I see really ruining their lives because they're focused on the negative. They're focused on the circumstances. What you focus on expands. Have you ever heard that before, right? If you like, I want you guys to do this little trick with me, right? Pick something big, far away. Like if you're outside, like you could do the sun, right? Maybe a big building or whatever. And you take your finger and you look at that big building in the distance, that sun in the distance, right? And it's big, it's huge, right? But if you take your finger and you put it in front of your face and you focus on it, or your hand, right? And you focus on it, your hand is way bigger than that building in the distance. Because that's what you're focusing on. That's what's in front of your face. So all you have to do is shift your focus and understand that you are in control of your emotions, right? You're not necessarily in control of those initial feelings that you have, right? Something happens and you feel a certain way, but you can choose how you react and you can tell your emotions what they mean. Do you know that? You can tell your emotions what they mean. Let me give you an example. If you're feeling what you think is fear, you're feeling this rise up in you and you're like, oh, I can't move forward. I can't do this, right? You're telling yourself you can't. You get to choose, is that fear or is that courage? Because if it's fear, if you choose fear, you say, nope, that's fear I'm feeling, then you back away from the challenge. But if you decide that that feeling is actually courage, that means you move forward and you step into it and you make it happen. All right? Isn't that amazing? You guys get to choose, right? If somebody hurts you, right? If somebody hurts you and your feelings are hurt, right? You're feeling sad. You get to choose how to move forward in that. And you get to tell your emotions. You get to let your emotions be checks and balances for you. Go, okay, ask the question, why am I feeling sad? Maybe somebody said something to you and it hurt your feelings. You can say, what is that thing that they said? Could they have meant it a different way? Does this reflect on me? Is there something I need to adjust, or does this reflect on them? Right? The situation I had happened to me. I know I didn't do anything wrong. I know that I didn't. I even said, because I knew I was going to be confronted with the situation, I even was on the phone with my husband and I said, I'm manager of my emotions. I'm manager of my emotions. I am not going to get out of control. I am not going to get angry. I'm going to remain calm, right? You get to choose. So I want to wrap this up with just asking you the question today. Are you going to be a victim or are you going to be a victor? And in every circumstance that life throws at you, I want you to make that choice. I want you to be conscious, right? Aware. I talk about the 4 A's. Become aware. Become aware of the emotions. Become aware of the feelings, right? And then you can adjust, right? You can adjust the story that you're telling yourself. Then you can take the right action to move forward in the appropriate way that's going to serve you and benefit you and help you grow. And then what happens? You ascend. Right? You ascend to new heights. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Tag a friend that needs to hear this message. Life happens, but you have the choice to become a victim, dwell in it, or become a victor. And I think that all of you want to be a victor. All right. Thanks for being with me. Love y'all. Bye-bye.